Hello everybody, this is Excalibur, and I just wanted to let you know, well, okay, that's weird. I've decided to go on an adventure to the north. Now, the past couple of episodes, I was looking at putting out had no audio except for me sniffing and, stuff like that. Because, apparently I was recording and I didn't realize it. Just checking to make sure there weren't any creepers jumping up on me. Could have looked at the mini map. Yeah, I know. Zoom, 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 zoom. But, woo, that came out of nowhere. Alright. F3A. Okay, that works a little bit better. FRAPS has been acting really strange lately. Cropping out at just the wrong times and everything. So, I'm going to look at possibly finding ways to record exactly 20-minute intervals. It is not easy to do because everything that I've seen so far has an alarm associated with it, and it deafens me every time it goes off. I can only assume what it would do to you. So, yeah. We're just going to continue with the unabridged then, complete with all the lag and everything associated with it. But our goal is really to find places like this here with all this quarried stone, because I really like it. Now I can turn off F3. Let's see here, we want our map, waypoints, new waypoint, quarry site. Done. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and hide everything here that we don't need to see. There we go. Because we only want to see what's coming, how to get back home. We will be going to Twilight Forest eventually. But right now, our main focus is to find treasure-based resources. Because, well, we're good enough on food and everything. We can spend some time tracking down dungeons and maybe a stronghold if we're lucky, or deserts. Deserts are where it's at, buddies. Buddies. People. There we go, we'll say people. And what we're going to do is we're going to do our best to collect the basic resources as we go through, like, we'll get these guys here. Because we need the sugarcane for foods, stuff like that. Oh, and I made a sword out of stuff I found. Just to have fun. Now we were heading north, and I came over to the desert because I wanted to look around to see if we could find some surface dungeons, because deserts are a great place to find them. Now, I don't know if I've been to this desert or not. Chances are I haven't. How can I tell? These fire flowers. Because I try and get as much, yeah, thank you, blaze powder as I can as I travel around. Whenever I see the blaze powder, I smash it. And I grab it. There we go. We're also looking for, desert temples and junk like that as well. Roses are good. I'll grab some of these guys too. Hello. There we go. And I should be getting stuff like the iron and everything down here. And there's, well, we can grab that. Sure, we'll grab this too. We're going to have to repair this dude sooner or later. Alright. There are a lot of roses here. Let's go ahead and grab as many as we can. Ugh. I love the look of this texture pack, but I have to fix the crosshairs. Single dot makes it really hard to see where you're pointing at. Okay. Yep. Ooh, and red mushrooms. These guys are not easy to come by either. Unless we find mushroom biome or go to the Twilight Forest. So, we'll just grab some while we're here. And then keep looking through the desert for stuff like this. And for dungeons. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Now we're just over here. And we're going to be combing back and forth. Finding these surface dungeons is not the easiest thing to do in the world. Okay, so F3A, F3 again. That reloads all the chunks that you're currently in. Mainly what you're looking for are rectangular areas that have sunken down, like similar to this here. But they'll be shallow, and it'll look like the sand is sitting on top of something. Like one block in the middle, then a couple of blocks along the edges. If we find one, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's like this. Could be a prime candidate. Well, we find some ore instead. So instead of finding a dungeon, we actually find a little bit of ore. There we go. Nope, you look at all the depressions. Because sometimes it's really difficult to actually pinpoint one of these things. And we have a slime island around right there. Our main thing is we're gearing up for an AE system because I love AE. Whoa. And it's getting towards nighttime, so we have to be careful. Good thing is these guys here are very easy to find. At night. And we've pretty much been over all of this. Let's go ahead. Oh, zombie, okay. Return here. We should be right at home. We'll sleep through the night. Because I really don't want to deal with a crap ton of zombies and junk. And head on back out. Yep. Shoot. Up we go. Alright, another F3A. There we go. I don't know why it has such a hard time loading the chunks around where you are. You'd think it would be pretty easy. But then we're dealing with a bunch of stuff that the game was not intended to really deal with. Like new biomes and all that put in by third parties. Okay, we've been over here. Yep. Alright. Excuse me a minute. So let's see what else we can find here. There's a swamp, of course. And we need to keep our eyes open here. There's a nice well there. That doesn't mean much of anything. Alright. Now let's get on up high here a little bit. And here's another quarry spot. Quarry site. There we go. Seems that being a bat, you end up ripping through hunger very, very rapidly. And one of my favorite places to find. A village. There we go. We have a big house. We have another big house. We have a bee person. We have nothing really interesting. Another big house. Lag spikes. Huh. Really not much of anything. Let's take a look from up high. Yeah, there's really not much here. Yeah. I could get into bees, but I don't really care about the bee mechanic. I can take a flying leap. I'm not really interested. I mean, maybe one day I'll get into it. Alright, let's come down here and take this copper. And we'll come over and get this iron that I saw. There we go. Alright, this is where the boring part happens. Unless you get more land. Which we happen to have right here. Yep, swamp. Or swampland. Yeah, there's going to be a lot that we're going to miss on each side. Let me tell you, when I say extreme hills, I mean extreme hills. Shoop. We'll just zip through here. Then we have a cherry forest. I think that's what this biome is. Yep, cherry blossom. Interesting. Now I found that usually the Thaumcraft Wisp dungeons show up around the tops of these places. I found one barrow style dungeon and a couple of the Wisp dungeons. And there's all this taint. I'm really thinking about turning off some of the Thaumcraft stuff. go ahead and grab this stuff before it turns. Okay, oh, there's some more right there. Continuing our trek north. Let's get down low. There we go. Huh. Well, there's a lot that I'm missing by not going down into caves and stuff, but I'm not really upset. I can only imagine how laggy this would be on a server. Oh my gosh, it would be so freaking laggy. So far, oh, there's a couple of zombies and stuff and all that down there. Lots of squid showing up. Huh. That looks... the way that sand was, it looked really interesting. We just passed a node. There's some oil. It's interesting to watch the terrain generation sometimes. Ugh. More oil. I am going to have to make... There's another node. Some wells and start sucking up oil as I can get it. Looks like we're getting close to a land. It's a guess. Could be an incorrect one. But to me it looks like the land was starting to rise there. All these squid. Oof. Okay, we're going to go a little bit farther. And if we don't find anything, we're going to head to the west a bit and then head on back south. I say when we get to negative 5,000, that's when we'll turn around. That is if there's no land that we hit. La 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 la. I'm not seeing any land at all. Okay. To the west. We'll go that way until we get to like negative 1,200 blocks. And then we'll head back south. Whoop. South we go. We can at least see through the glitches what is down there. And it'll probably be nighttime by the time we get back to shore. But we will find out. Wowzers. Yep. Sometimes adventuring just doesn't pay off. We'll have to see just what we can find on the way back. And one of the reasons why I'm flying so close to the surface of the water is it seems like it goes a little bit faster. We should be hitting land here soon. Well, at least I hope we're going to hit land soon. Aha, here we are. And then we'll be able to fly back and get some sleep. We'll just go ahead and put it right there. Whoop. Here we go. Well, you may notice that there's something missing over there. How about I morph into a bat and show ya? Yep, the redwood that I had planted, I was going through collecting wood through the center of it, and I hit a point where this guy here broke. That's steel. It's all steel. And the thing went beep. And I was like, what the heck? What happened? And I come out and I look up here, and a lot of the top of the tree was gone. So it turns out that my lumber axe just decided, hey, let's eat the rest of the tree. It was kind of funny.